Okay then, I'll have my say over here, yeah? I'll have my say over here, so I will. Hey, my girl. Sorry, my phone's on charge, so I have to keep it in my hand. What was going to say? How rude. How rude. So, Chris is saying all of yous have apologised to him. You, the Scottish girl being Shan, Sammy, whoever. So I'm assuming right here when I say that he is that whenever, because was it Shan that called him weird or something? Is that right? Remember Shan? Remember you thought you said Chris was a strange fella or something weird about him or something like that. Am I right in saying that, Shan? But I personally had never said nothing about Chris, so apparently you've all apologised. Hey Jamie, hey girl, how are you? Welcome in. Very welcome in. Good to see you. So yeah, apparently you have all apologised, but I haven't. Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, it was Nanny Bird. It was Nanny Bird that insinuated. It was a PDF. That's right. Chris. No show Chris, man. I knew I was baffled. I'm like, hold on a minute. Obviously, his apologies have gone on, and I've not been about, so I've no clue what the hell. And I mean, I didn't apologise because I didn't think I had anything to apologise for. If you felt you needed an apology from me, maybe you should have come to me and chatted to me. So you've just really done that. Like I said, supporting the cult. I get it. I see it. That's why it's me, myself, and I. Do you know what I mean? I don't need whatever to make me feel good. I don't need validation. Do you know what I mean? I'm good all by myself. So I am, and I'll get my point across to the same way. So, Chris, not sure what you're talking about, but that's just ridiculous. Like, literally I asked you about 5 times, what have I done? What have I done on you? You can answer me. Then you hit out about, what was it? About the girls have all apologised. And even then, I'm like, what the actual hell? Chris says he's not boxing me. I'm welcoming his live. This is all. He was absolutely fine until today, but it's got nothing to do with the cult. Nah. So anyway, I'm absolutely fine to come in. As it says, and I've come live especially for a couple of things actually. One, to address you, Chris, because obviously I couldn't get in the box to even say hello to you, so that's just disrespectful and fucking rude, and I'll never forget it, so good luck with that, yeah, for one. 2, it turns out I have not actually done anything to you, which I knew I hadn't, to owe you an apology. I have no problem apologising or owning shit, Chris. I'm pretty sure, have you not gathered that by now, like, I'm very much stand by me and stand by myself. Do you know what I mean? I don't need 40 people to come back in me. I'm good on my own. So you're out of order. Fully fucking out of order. The only problem, Chris, yes, actually, now that you fucking brought it to my attention, the only problem me and you ever had was over that shit cunt of an old friend of mine, and now an old friend of yours as well, Jessica Dawkins. Because she never liked me, you never liked me. And if anything, Chris, yeah, you were really rude to me. You were horrible to me. Whenever you were sat with Jess. Horrible to me. And why? Why, Chris? What did I ever do to you? Done absolutely fuck all. Nothing have I ever done to you. And even now you've just done that. And for what? Because you want an apology from a woman that never actually done nothing to you. Do you know what I mean? And you're wondering why I'm saying to you about a cult. Yeah, come to me, that's it. Good, come to me, because it's for you. So as I said, have you just turned on, or have you heard what I've said? Just turned on. Okay, I'll repeat what I've said just turned on. Okay, I'll repeat myself for you, yeah? So, Chris, like we've just discovered, it was actually Nanny Bird. Now that you've brought all this shit back to the attention, like a better fucking lemon that you actually belong in the cult with the better women that you're sitting with, okay? So actually, it was Nanny Bird that insinuated you were a PDF. Remember now, Chris? Remember now? And then I think maybe one of the other girls said, I think it was Shan, if we're honest, there was something a bit strange about you, and she just never, there was just something about you. She's entitled to have that opinion, okay? Now, she's also entitled to apologise to you, which she clearly has, because you've just stated that. Sammy and whoever else has apologised to you, fair play. But I wasn't about, for one. Two, I wasn't sitting in them circles, so I wasn't about that way. I've nothing to apologise to you about. Do you know what I mean? As my man's just saying, because I just heard the way you've tried to treat me. You know what I mean? So, and as I've just said also, which I think was before you started canting me is, Chris, the only problem me and you ever had, love, was when you were with Jessie. Me and Jessie had fallen out. You were the new friend. You know that new friend and the new mod, and you listened to all her bullshit. Now you know it's bullshit, don't you, Chris? You listened to that, and you were really horrible to me. Sammy sat over there, and Samuel should be able to vouch for this. The girls also vouch for this. The girls also around me can vouch for this. You were horrible to me, all because of Jessie, and Jessie never liked me. Do you know what I mean? So, if anything, you done something to me, not the other way around. Not at all. I've never done anything to you, but clearly you're bitter and still holding on to something. Now, I will thank you and appreciate you for your help in getting the awareness out regarding Jessica Dawkins sharing my child. Now I'm going to go on to the next bit of what shit you're slabbering. You and that other wee pony mouth, yeah, the Shetland pony horse mouth, wee mammy, yeah, sitting on going on about doxing. I'm not being funny. You need a fucking bit of education when it comes to doxing, okay? So, for the 550 fucking time, okay, my child was shared privately, not on an app, the way Best Girl or Wee Mammy shares things, right? Not on an app. She was shared privately to Jessica Dawkins, yeah? She then went into group chats and to other people and shared my child that I'd shared to her privately out of spite. Then she shared it out of fucking spite to God knows who. I still don't know who got my fucking child. Yeah? I still haven't got my answers from Jessica Dawkins, Chris, over my child that was actually doxed, okay? Okay? Now you're listening to this, right? Now, if you post something on a public page, you can't dox that. You cannot dox that. Doxing something is if you're given something privately, or but it's not, that is not doxing, okay? Now, what I done wrong, and I've held my fucking hands up on numerous occasions and take full accountability for what I done, but I'm not going to be accused in the wrong, okay? Do not fucking make lies up about me. So here's the thing. My child was shared to numerous people without my consent, yeah? With a private photograph that I'd shared. Then she was used not once, but twice times on fake accounts to come at me, okay? Now, I knew, okay? I knew who done it, and I knew who the people around the person doing it was. Covering, using, whatever they still had to do with it, okay? And that was Jess in the middle, and you had Best Girl, Wee Mammy on one side, and you'd Keisha and Sharon on the other side, okay? And I knew between all of them that something to do with doxing my child and using her to spite and go at me and taunt me, yeah? That's what she was used to do. Now, at that point, when my child was used for the second time against me, yes, now this is what yous are all fucking confusing. Yes, I did, as a Yes, I did. As a mother, I considered doing the same back to them mothers that was doing to me what they were doing to me. I was going to do back to them. Yeah, whenever my 12-year-old was getting used against me for not one time but 2 times, but I was to sit like some kind of fucking dickhead and do nothing, say nothing, and just be what? Bullied, yeah, bullied, yeah, by ASD Big Mammy and Best Girl, because let's have it right, that's what we're doing. And while I'm on it, let's have it right, you all jumped on the hate train for Shelley, didn't you? She's all thought the Travellers were fucking the bee's knees. There was nobody like Best Girl. Even Tom jumped on it. Tom backed them. Tom platformed them. Lauren D. Mia. All you lot, you all gifted them. You all put them up on a pedestal. And Sammy's sitting there. Sammy, you going to be honest and tell the truth, Sammy, of how it was and what happened? 4 and 5 lives a day was done on me for months. 6 solid months they come for me. Yeah. Twice times my innocent child was used against me, and yous are in uproar because I considered doing it back to them. Yeah, I didn't dox them. I didn't put them into a fucking chat full of weirdos that I didn't know. I shared it with one friend. Yeah, one friend that I thought I could trust. A fucking 7-year friendship. Sinead, aka Jessica Cameron. Yeah. I trusted one friend. That stupid bitch betrayed me for spite. Nothing but spite. She said it the other day on a live. And I'm sure she'll say it fucking again. She done it out of pure and utter fucking spite and told lies and made up shit on me out of spite. Yeah? So I trusted that one woman that I know is a mother to 2 boys. I could trust all day long, not an aunt, not anything else, yeah? But I trusted her. She betrayed me and gave it to Jessica Dawkins, the kitty doxer, yeah? Where it went after that, it's nothing to do with me. That's between ASD Mummy and fucking them lot. That's nothing to do with me. I didn't share it out there. So don't accuse me of something that I've not done, okay? Now, I spoke to the police, myself, yeah? About Keisha's daughter and about ASD's mummy. I've done nothing wrong, legally or fuck all else. Morally, it might have not been the right thing to do, but if you look at it as a mother that had her child used against her 2 times, yeah? Morally, was it right or wrong to consider doing it? Some would agree, some would disagree. Who knows? Whatever, and I don't fucking care. I do not care, yeah? But don't accuse me in the wrong. That's the bit where you'll make your fucking mistake is if you accuse me in the wrong, okay? Now, what I was coming up to say was about how Dell's sitting lying, yeah? Dell's making out some way to Scotty, like fucking what? What was it? What was it he was trying to make out? I said to him that, I know somebody that'll put her windows in. Not at all. I didn't know you were planning on putting her windows in, or I wouldn't even have frickin' introduced you to Dan. Okay? Do you know what I mean? Yous have heard it all. Yous have seen the chats, and even in the one frickin' voice note that you can hear me saying, she doesn't need her windows broke like, you don't need to be doing that. You can actually hear me saying that, but you still run away bullshit frickin' it's made up in your head. Now, I don't know if this is right or not, so I'm actually asking. I don't mean to send that. Anyway, I'm asking, apparently, now, the person's not sure if they misheard or not, but apparently Tom was saying last night on a live that I was, what was it he says? That I was on about, or I posted in photographs of the woman's house. I was on about angles of guns and stuff like that. Nah, mate, that's lies. If that was said, as I say, I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here. So if you did say it, I'm telling you right now, hey Sherbs, it is lies. That never happened, and there's no proof to say that, because number one, I couldn't tell you the estate agents that's by Sky, but Dan obviously would have known. Dan put that in. obviously would have known. Dan put that in. If Dan and Del, I didn't even notice if there was a conversation about angles or anything else. Well, I certainly wasn't involved in it. And that's a fact. That is a fact. The men, yeah, the fact. The men, yeah, the so-called men, the two pussy boys, one being Del Mac, another one being Dan Watmore. You pussy boy, yellow belly bastards, yeah? You used a woman to get in touch with one another, but then when the shit hit the fan, quick! Sinead had to come to Dan's rescue. That's why she tried to do what she done to me. So Dan got some glory out of it because he felt I fucked him over. No one ever. And even Scotty can tell you that. I was honest with Scotty and told her when she come and asked me. But the only thing I didn't tell his name. No, I didn't. But I was honest with Scotty other than that there. So no harm. Like, if you're going to come at me or you're going to chat shit, fucking tell the truth. Don't chat shit. Do not chat shit. Do not chat shit. And Chris, I beg you to come with any kind of proof what I've done to you. The fuck have I ever done to you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I was coming even in there actually to fucking support the fact of Del being an absolute wrong, and it was me. Yeah, you were all sat in there busy listening and all the right. It was me that told Scotty drop out. Drop out. Let them show their own true colours. Do you know what I mean? But as I say, it's sickening because the same people that sat in there now, yous are all on that same side, supporting Best Girl and Wee Mammy, go at me. It's only because now they should have gone at Tom. Yous are all up in the fucking uproar. It makes me laugh. It actually makes me fucking laugh. It's jokes. Fucking laugh. It's jokes. It actually is jokes. So Chris, I thought you were letting bygones be bygones, so to speak, because the most me and you, as far as I'm concerned, maybe would told each other to fuck off or something, but nothing major. There was never nothing, like, I never ever called you a PDF or insinuate you were one, like Nanny Bird did, but you're sat with her, sure why she comes twos for you. You know, make it make sense, man. You're just a bunch of wrongins, and that's why I got up and I wrote in the comments about the cult, because it's true, Chris. You're clearly easily fucking influenced. Look how you change. You got in with Jess, and within seconds of being there, you hate it. Everybody should hate it. Be your own man and have your own opinion.
Grow your own ball.
Have your own opinion.
Grow your own ball.
Aye, stand on your own two fucking feet. Do you know what I mean? There's no need for it. Sherbs, how did Mark get on? Good news, or?
I want to talk about it.
Right. Excuse me. One thing, man, I don't like being accused of wrong, you know, because I'll tell you something, I'll own it. I'd own it. You don't need to accuse me, I'll own it. I'll stand by it, I'll own it. I'll stand by it, I'll say why I done it. And if I feel I'm wrong, and I'll say I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? But to make out like you're doing me some kind of favour in one hand, and then the other hand you're like, nah, but you're not even, like, what do you think I wanted to do? Come up and sing a fucking song? I was coming up to state facts regarding Del. You're forgetting. I know a lot of fucking shit. A lot of shit that could help fucking a lot of people. But fuck yous. Honestly, good luck to yous all. Because you're going to need it. They're all joining forces to come at you. Do you know what I mean? You're going to need it. You're going to need a bigger mute button, MD. One that fucking, do you know what I mean? But anyway. So, but funny, hilarious. Absolute pathetic. Actually pathetic. Do you know what I mean? And then to make out like I'm some kind of, Chris, I'm not being funny, love, right? And it's all of yous over there, actually, if you're still fucking cantuting. Do you know the way wee mammy got up in arms? Yeah? Because of she's a woman and she's a mother. And she's up in arms because of what Tom never really said about her, but yeah, right? The lies in her head, what she thinks Tom said, she twists things. It's the same with me. Anything ever with me and wee mammish, she's lied and twisted it. But you all believed her back then because it was to me. But you don't believe her now. She's lying now because it's Tom. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It actually is mad. But the thing is, the thing is, she's just a fucking liar. She's an actual liar. Actually, that's, unbelievable. That's, unbelievable. Hold on, give me 2 minutes. If they don't lie about it, they just twist it and turn it, and it's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable. Actually, it just baffles my brain. Actually baffles my brain. And the people, the audacity of some people makes me laugh. Actually, you're making me laugh right now. Don't know, just unbelievable. Actually unbelievable. And see one of your mods too. Only I freaking come over here, or I was going to actually address them because they, one of your mods in the box invited me up. Not Sammy, but one of them invited me up. What is that? I would know the name if I seen it. But I was going to say, Sherbs, have you answered me? But yeah. Okay. No comment. That's funny. So it is. Yeah, message me. No. So that's what I say. If you want to know the truth, ask me. If you want to know something, ask me. I don't shy away. I'll not tell you. Do you know what I mean? If there's something you want to know, I'll tell you. And if I've done something, I'll tell you. I've done it and why I've done it. They'll always, I never do nothing, never say or do nothing for nothing. That's the thing. Do you understand what I mean? And what I feel is actually, I don't even have the word for it, but the way people, I don't know, just need to fucking wise up and grow up. It's mad. It's mad to me how one day you come out absolutely fine with me, Chris, and then the next day, do you know what I mean? Weird. Just says more about you than it does me, so good luck. As I said in your chat, good luck. Fair. Simple as, but don't let me not have my fucking say, And that's the thing, I wasn't coming up to, I was coming up actually to make points about whatever it was wee mammy was saying at that particular time, which was bullshit. And Dell as well was sitting up there just lying. Absolutely friggin' lying. Yep. So, yeah. I addressed her earlier this morning as well, sure, because Lou needs to pipe the fuck down and all. So she does. She doesn't like nobody nitpicking at her or judging or anything like that. But yeah, if any of us do you know what I mean? She's allowed to nitpick through us and what we say or do. And I never said a bad word either about her yesterday. So whenever I actually supported her in a way I could, do you know what I mean? So it's ridiculous. There are different rules for different fools. But here's the fucking thing as well. Here's the thing, actually, I'm going to end on this. Okay? So, okay? Miss Lou, and I'm going to say this, actually, I'm going to do it, okay? So Miss Lou, in her addiction, while she was in her addiction, faked her own death, asked her boyfriend to assault her so that she could pretend they were robbed. She, I don't want to mention the biggest thing of her addiction, what she lost in that, but yeah, we all know what I mean in that, but yeah, we all know what I mean in, okay? So, that was in her addiction, which is sad, and right, okay, but it was in her addiction. It was why she was actively addicted. And that's why I've heard so many people, especially the ones in the cult, considering I was part of the cult, Christian, you maybe don't know where I've sat, like, and who I knew. You maybe don't know where I've sat, like, and who I knew and didn't know, or whatever, okay? But I was there, I was part of it, you see. So that's why I've got such a big fucking opinion, and it'll be the truth, nothing but the truth. So, while she was in active addiction, she was horrible. She was a horrible person. Horrible. She said and done things. Yeah? She done the most, okay? She wasn't very nice. So anyway, moving forward, she done a lot of things on this app as well, and said a lot of things. Done a lot and said a lot to a lot of people on the app. Okay? But moving forward then too, whenever the cult took her sort of below their wing, we'll say, okay, and supported her and nourished her and gave her all the love and support she needed, okay, and accepted her for the recovering addict that she started becoming, into her recovery. Forgive and forgot, like, that was in recovery, all them bad things happened, so we're going to move forward. And that's lovely, that's beautiful, that's really, really nice, and fair play to anybody that supports that, fair play to anybody that's gone through it and comes through it, and still going through it, fair play, hats off to you, okay? But this is where you got Shelley, you see. Shelley is the one that'll bring the truth to you and the fucking reality and slap you up the face with it, cult. Okay? So, when your friend, now Lou you never even knew for Adam. Lou you may as well have picked up from the street and put her below your wing and took care of her, okay? But you've got your friend Mark, that done a lot of bad shit, not excusing it, said a lot of bad things, done a lot of bad shit, okay? But he was your friend. And even though he was your friend, and clearly you knew about his addiction because Ratcatcher told it, so you knew about his addiction. So even though you knew about his addiction, were actively his friends in a lot of close, you've done a lot of shit together, yeah? Let's have it right. Said and done a lot of shit together as a group of friends. Stood by one another through thick and thin, yeah? Then when he's clearly heavily in his addiction, doing the worst, saying the fucking worst, like Lou used to when she was in addiction, but yet he's through to the curb, he's through to one side and like a bit of fucking rubbish and forgot about it, and you just wonder why he's angry. He was angry in a way and messed up and confused because of his addiction. You know that word that you understand when it's got Lou in front of it? Lou's addiction. Well, how about fucking Mark's addiction? How about that? Do you understand where I'm going with this, Chris? Do you get that the cult has only got selective energy for selective people? Do you get me? Do you get where I'm going with this? You'll find, actually, I'm very fucking fair. Down the middle and honest. Yeah? And that's the problem. And that's what you don't like, so I'll fucking tell you as it is, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Always have. But the point is, what's the difference in Lou's addiction and Mark's addiction? What's the difference? There's no fucking difference, other than you treat Mark like shit, and did treat him like shit as well. and did treat him like shit as well, and didn't give him the right support and whatever else. No, you didn't. Actually, he's what I called out as well, shit friends. So there you go. And I know he done wrong. And I know he done wrong. And I know he done wrong. Said wrong, done wrong. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But look what Lou done when she was in addiction. Clearly, you're not thinking right, right, Lou? You would understand, wouldn't you? You would know. You would understand, wouldn't you? You would know. So yeah. But anyway, on that note, I am going to end because I've got shit to do. It's that simple. So yeah, good luck. Take her easy. Good luck. Take her easy. And I will speak later. Bye.